Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and then I'm going to kit it up because that's what I was planning to do. I was planning to kit this up and then I was like, we don't need to separate out the unboxing. So I'm going to unbox this here. This is, what is this? Spring Birdhouse by Greg Giordano from Diamond Art Club. It's a square 60 by 85. It's so big. I bought this during the Black Friday sale in 2023 and I still have yet to open the box because that's what happens when you end up getting a lot of diamond paintings. Well, when you have a lot of diamond paintings, you don't open them right away anymore? I don't know. But either way, I figure, well, we're in spring. I haven't done a Diamond Art Club yet this year, so should do one. Why is this not letting me open it? I don't know. I have like 4 diamond paintings I bought during the Black Friday time. Not all from Diamond Art Club that I still haven't yet to open. So I guess I don't need to take off all this plastic to get to the diamond painting, but it's big. And I was gonna kit something up because I'm almost done. Well, almost not done, but I finished a diamond painting and then I'm at a stopping point of the current diamond painting I'm working on. So, because when you work on the big ones, I can't seem to, work on the big ones in totality. Like, I have to stop somewhere. So here, at least this will make it, so it's been a while since I got a Diamond Art Club, so looks like their toolkit comes in this supposedly recyclable container, although I won't be able to recycle it because there's a hole at the bottom. Oh, well, reuse it, I mean. But yeah, it's been a while since I got a Diamond Art Club, so it looks like they changed their tray. It used to be the clear tray the last time I got one. See how long? So it used to be this clear tray. So now it's this actually bigger tray. I might end up using this because I'm not the biggest fan of the massive trays, so I tend to actually use these smaller trays more often than I do bigger trays. Okay, so then it has a stopper. But I mean, I tend to use the smaller trays more often. So here's my favorite one. One of my favorite ones is this Mosswa tray. It's actually about the same size. I might end up using this. But yeah, I don't use the big trays. So, and it does look like their tweezers are branded now. Well, at least as of Black Friday last. So looks like it's the pointy tweezers. There's some washi tape to put on the sides of the canvas. A 4-placer and a 6-placer or 7-placer. 7-placer. Purple pen with a purple squishy hard wax. Some baggies, and it looks like this one's pretty. It's a flower, what do you call these things? There's a word for it. I don't ever really use them, but you usually use these if you need to hold back the cover. So like you would hold it to you, like you put one magnet under the diamond painting, you would put another magnet on the top, and then you use it to hold up the cover. Cover minder, I think that's what they call it. So yeah. Okay, let's see. It's so big. So it usually comes with this little sticker here that you could put on your logbook. And then, oh, I have two. Oh, it's because there's so many colors. They needed another. I was like, why do I have two? There's so many colors. They needed another sheet just to get this last color. 68 colors. And these are instructions how to diamond paint. Okay. And a whole bunch of drills, which I'm actually not going to open up for the unboxing part because I'm going to kit this up. So here is, it's so big. Here is the picture. I'm going to roll it the other direction to see if it'll lay down flat. It was laying down flat pretty much. Okay. So it's this birdhouse here. There's a hummingbird. My very first diamond painting was of hummingbirds, and for whatever reason, if I see hummingbirds in a diamond painting, I kind of want to get it. But then now I've seen more and more diamond paintings have hummingbirds in them. I'm like, I can't get them all. So, birdhouse here. I can't help but think that it needs to be this big. Because, okay, if you've been following my channel, you might notice I don't tend to do the very big diamond paintings that often, even though now I feel like I'm doing them just, I don't know. I don't do them that often because I just find them very big. But, you know, so Diamond Art Club does hand chart, or has people hand chart their diamond paintings, so they actually tend to be easier than computer generated ones because there tends to be a little bit more color blocking. So even though this is bigger, it shouldn't be that difficult to do. So let's look at the symbols here. Looks very clear. See, like, look at this birdhouse. Look at all that color blocking. So should make it easier to do. But yeah, 68 colors to the point that I have now 2 pictures of this. So, hey. Because, so Z340 and Z166, so I guess those are not ABs. They're probably that fairy dust drills. Well, we'll see when I kit up. And then it looks like there's 4 ABs. And mainly because Diamond Art Club, anything under 150 is an AB color. So, unfortunately, symbols are symbols and not letters. My favorite diamond paintings are the ones that are just like A, B, C, D. But then, you know, with, what, 68 colors, you're going to run out of alphabet. So, but they're relatively common looking symbols, so nothing too crazy. All right. So, since I said this is going to be a kitting up also, okay, 68 colors. What should I use? Okay, it's been a while since I used this, but with 68 colors, like when I put all the small ones, that's only 72, so that's only 4 that I could do the second biggest one. I don't know. Then I'm gonna have to have extras, and I forgot if these hold the extras well. Like if I put a bag inside here. Will I be able to close it? No. Okay, maybe not use this one. Okay, if I use the Tic Tac containers, I could fit, I think, 120 of the small Tic Tac containers, and then I should have plenty of room for the only reason I have bottles back there is because I ran out of the containers. Yeah, so I was gonna use this, but 68 colors, and 72. Wait, what? I think, yeah, the most I could put in is 72, so then I'm gonna have a whole bunch. And I know they're not all gonna fit into the little tiny containers. So, Tic Tac containers is I do have more in case I need to mix and match my sizes. So let's put things away. Yeah, I was totally gonna use those other containers because I haven't used them in a while. But while it's nice to have that many colors, I'm gonna keep this tray out so that I remember to use it. While it's nice to have that many colors, it's also a hindrance in kitting up. Let's see. So, let's see. Since I have two of the big ones, the big pictures, I'm going to, will this fit in my thing here? I guess I could have used two containers. Two storage containers, but I don't like doing it for whatever reason. Will this fit here? Well, it's bigger than the space I have for things, so this is let's see here, it's a size. And it's called Spring Birdhouse. I'll put in the other information when I go look it up because I don't have it with me because it's on my computer. Okay, so this is a full drill with poured glue. There's 68 colors. These are squares. There are some ABs in here too. There is a DMC code, and I'm kitting this up on 4/21. So I know, unless Diamond Art Club has been doing something different, they have their drills sorted by quantity. By quantity instead of by number. So I'm actually going to start with the ones with the least. And then we'll put them in order as it comes along. So 996. Well, I'm going to put them in a different order anyway because I'm going to put them in symbol order. And I'm mainly going by size because, I mean quantity, because I figure I can fill up all the small ones, and then I know if I have space for the bigger ones, how much space I have for the bigger ones. Oh, and I got this funnel from Bella Art de Nicole. It's like a 3D printed funnel. I actually got it with a couple of their trays, but I find I've gotten a couple trays from different places, and I still go back to the smaller size stuff, so I don't tend to use the bigger trays. Maybe because I don't diamond paint things with a large amount of color blocking or anything. So I think that's the reason. Although, there's a lot of color blocking in this one. I still don't like the bigger trays too much. Maybe because I don't find it that hard to just reshake the tray. Oh, forgot. I wish I liked my Tic Tac containers in this direction, then I could just easily open it. But the only time it's easier to do it in this direction is when I'm pouring them in. But when I'm using them, I like it in this direction because I'm so right-handed that I'm so right-handed. I wish I could do more things with my left hand. There was a while I was trying to diamond paint left hand with my left hand. Yeah. That didn't go that well. The only time I could actually diamond paint with my left hand was if I was filling things in. So as long as I didn't have to do the initial, and I was just filling in things in between other drills, it wasn't so bad. But when I was trying to put it on some undiamond painted area, it wasn't good. 3, 8. There's actually a lot more letters than I thought there would be. So, hey, at least that means the symbols are getting less symbol-y. What I always didn't like was all the triangles. So, if there's less triangles than before, I'm good. It's good. Looks like there's like static on these things. I can see it clinging to the sides. 782. See, the one thing about these being in quantity order, it makes it good for things like the other storage system I showed, where you know you could just keep using the small size until you go more. But the bad thing about this is now I'm like looking for the label. It's very easy to accidentally put it in wrong. Makes you have to pay attention, which probably is a good thing. You should be paying attention, but sometimes it's easier when it's all in order, so you don't have to find the label. But I think this also, I wonder if this is also a way of lessening how much plastic there is. So these ones with less, the plastic is only crimped this much. And then the one with more can be crimped farther apart. Four. The very first diamond painting that I got that was missing a color, because in the beginning when I was first getting diamond paintings, I was doing inventory, as in you get a diamond painting, you make sure you have all your colors, and then that way if you didn't have all your colors, you could contact the company and be like, I didn't get all my colors. The very first one that I didn't get the color of was for 444, and it was very early in my diamond painting journey, so I didn't have the stash I have now. Now, if something's missing, I'll replace it with something in my stash. I'll replace it with a similar color, so I don't get... It doesn't stop me from finishing a diamond painting. But if it is from a place that will send you drills, if you're missing drills, I will take advantage of that, because I don't know. I feel like complaining and getting the drills even though I already have them at least helps the company accountability or something. $7.40. Yeah, with 68 colors, I couldn't even use my 60 bottle containers. So yeah, this was pretty much the way to go unless I use 2 containers. $30.41. I was actually going to record yesterday, but I kept getting, it was really, really, really windy yesterday. And my power kept flickering. And I knew that would drive me crazy trying to record, so I didn't. I mean, I probably could, yeah, it was really, really, yeah, it was really windy. And it wasn't like I had power, well, I had not necessarily, I don't know what's considered a power outage. It was like only like the power would go off for like a flicker, to the point that I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to fix my clocks, all my digital clocks, until I'm sure it's not going to flicker again. So I think I still have a couple blinking digital clocks. They're ancient digital clocks too, so I wonder if I get like some new one, whether they would connect to the internet and just be correct. Oh, but then, you know, when the power goes out, there's no internet to connect to. Yeah, no, that's what, yeah, yesterday was just, there was a couple times I was just like, ah, oh wait, I didn't put a sticker. 4:37. See, this is why I can't talk and do this at the same time, and people make mistakes. Kidding up. But yeah, yesterday was really, really windy. I'm actually, when I first moved into my house, I got like power outages all the time, and then to the point that I signed up for the text updates from, okay, so this is one of the ABs. If you're new to diamond painting, it has like this coating on there. It makes them shine in a different way. But yeah, no, I signed up for the text updates for my power company because I actually called in one time, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna call in if they already know. That the power's out. But pretty much the reason the power went out, they gave like a reason. It's like vegetation. So I was like, okay, some tree branch fell on something. But I haven't had it happen recently, so I'm thinking, at least in my area, they're up to date on the tree. Okay, this one looks like it's not that much yet. They're up to date on the tree stuff. So I haven't had a power outage in a real one where it's not just like it flickered in a while. Which is good, because when I would get power outages, they would be on for hours. It wasn't one of those like, oh, the power went out for like 30 minutes. No, it was one of those, the power went out at like 3 a.m. and didn't get restored until like noon. So it was annoying. Because when I was in Seattle, when I was living in Seattle, I didn't have that many power outages. And then I asked like some of my coworkers who live in the same city that I do. I don't know if this is a city. I'm trying to think, like Seattle is a city, and then where I live, I think it's actually considered a city, but I'm like, nope, it's not a city. But I asked other people who live the same city as me if they get half as many power outages, but I know they don't live like in the same area. They're like, nope. I was like, so it's just my area that gets the power outages. But like I said, it's gotten better to the point that it hasn't happened recently, but there's still probably enough vegetation maybe to cause power flickers. But one of the power flickers messed up like the light in my bedroom wouldn't turn on anymore, and I was like, oh man, did something short out? Am I going to have to? And I didn't notice it until like the evening when I was gonna go sleep, and my light wouldn't turn on, and I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to replace? Because I have a smart switch there, so that if I'm in the bed, I could just ask Alexa to turn off my light, or I could just power it off from my phone instead of having to stand up to turn off the light from the light switch that's next to the door. Yes, I know, but that's like if I'm like in the bed and I just don't want to get up and turn off the light switch. But yeah, I was like, oh man, did this power flicker mess up my smart light? Am I going to have to get a new one? And it requires me to have to turn off the breaker and we rewire. I was like, oh man. But I was like, okay, this is a problem for the morning. So this morning, it still doesn't work. But what's weird is I was like, the rest of the as far as I know, electricity in my room worked. So I was like, okay, my last effort, now that it's earlier, was going to go to the breaker and just reset the breaker for the bedroom, and it worked. So that's all it needed. At least I didn't have to figure out all the wiring again. And I like to buy the same brand of smart switches and stuff like that, because I swear everything wants its own like software, or not software, app. So you have to get like an app, another app, and another app, and another app. It's just like, how many apps do we need? Can't they all just work in the same app? So I have to get something that requires me not getting a completely new app to do things, because it's annoying. But I'm just happy I didn't have to go and buy a new thing and have to do the wiring, because I don't know, for whatever reason, even though it's not hard, I just don't like doing the wiring stuff. And then I was contemplating just like, maybe I don't need a smart thing here. I could go put back the old switch box in there. But yeah, the last thing I had to rewire in my house was, well, it wasn't really rewiring, but I bought, I did this I think back in like December, but I got a smart garage door opener, and mainly because, I don't know if I've just gotten paranoid or something, but I've actually driven back to my house on my way to work because I wasn't sure if I closed the garage. And it's because there was one time I didn't close the garage, but this was when I got home. Like, I was just like, oh, my garage is still open. So after that, I got paranoid about whether my garage door was open or not. So during like the Black Friday sales, I went and got, I had it bookmarked, not bookmarked, saved to my save for later for a while, because I wanted to get the one that was the same brand as my garage door opener, because I figure it would be easier to install than if I got something else. So I had it in my save for later card, and I was gonna wait till like Black Friday time to buy it. It did actually go on sale, which I was like, wow. Usually I want something to go on sale, it doesn't go on sale. And let me tell you, I thought buying the same brand means that I would just look at the instructions and be able to do it. And I was able to look at the instructions and was able to do it, except that in the instructions it said to put the wires. There's like these 4 wires, and they're like just sequentially in there on the garage door. So I was like, oh, okay, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So then it said to replace, I forgot already, like 1 and 2 with these wires. And so then I replaced 1 and 2 with those wires, and then it didn't work. And I thought, okay, let me make sure that everything is connected. Like it would look like it would turn on, and I was like, okay, and then it would make this clicking noise as if it was trying to do something and nothing would happen. And I was like, okay, maybe I didn't push in the little, because there's these like wires that you have to stick into. I don't know if anyone, if you've done like the electrical work nowadays, is you just kind of have to have the metal touch other metal in the wires to do the connections. So then I was like, okay, no, everything seems to be touching something. Something is touching something, and it should be able to work. But I redid it twice, and it wouldn't work. And what sucks is, you know, it's a garage door opener, so the garage door thingy is at the. I had to use a ladder to do this, and I don't like using ladders. It's just one of my things that I'm like, okay, nope, I am not a big fan of ladders. So, and I was sure I was doing it right. I could not figure out what was going wrong. So one good thing is, when I moved into my house, the previous owner left a binder with all the manuals of things that were in the house, and one of the manuals was for the garage door opener. And I was like, okay, let's look at the garage door opener manual, because I didn't know what else I could do. So I went to go to the garage door manual, and guess what? I mean, like I said, it was the same brand and things like that, but now the 1, 2, 3, 4 wires were switched. So like 1 and 2 was actually 3 and 4, and 3 and 4 were 1 and 2 based off of the schematic. And I was like, but you can't see what all you saw was 1, 2, 3, 4 on, or I think you just saw the 4 wires. I don't think it labeled them. And I was like, so I just made this assumption that because it was all the same brand, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 would be the same thing. And they were not. So once I switched what wires was connected, it worked. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I should have just done in the first place. Gotten the manual for the garage door. And I would have only had to do it once, because I got it right the first time I got it right after I switched the wires. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I was prepared to like return this thing, even though I've opened the box and cut, because there was a part where I had to cut the wire to size, and I already cut it. So I was like, I don't know, is Amazon gonna let me return this opened, obviously used thing? But yeah, it was just one of those things. I was like, okay, just because it's the same brand. But if I didn't have the manual, what would I have done? I don't know. Okay, am I starting to get to now these things are starting to become more full? Yeah. So this is going to be the case of I should try filling it first before I put the label, in case it doesn't fit. I don't know, are the Diamond Art Club labels restickable? I find labels are either they're usually removable but not restickable. Like, they'll stick but not that well after you remove them, so I don't like removing labels and trying to reuse them. Okay, if this doesn't fit, then we're gonna have to use the bigger Tic Tac containers. Okay, static. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of doing electrical work. Like, I also replaced my smoke detectors at some point, and because I had to keep replacing the batteries, because the two smoke detectors that are the closest to my kitchen kept going off every time I would like fry something or even saute onions. Like, it was just so overly sensitive that it would go off. Because I was looking it up, and I think it was because my blower vent thingy over my stove is just one of those ones that are under the microwave, and those are not as powerful as the ones that are not attached to a microwave. So I tried a couple things. Like, I got this like metal shield thing that like extends the top of the hood. That didn't really work. So, and I got a new 453, and I got brand new, I didn't just change the battery, I replaced the whole unit, smoke detectors. And I did the same thing. I went and bought the same brand as what was already there, hoping that that would make the replacement much easier. Nope. The wiring was slightly different, and I had to replace the thing for the wiring. So that was a lot more effort, and you know, smoke detectors are on top of the ceiling, so I had to do the stand on ladder thing again, which I don't like. I was hoping my stool would be high enough, but I'm short, so I have like a stool that has like 3-step stool. I was hoping, because usually that's all I need to replace the battery, but nope. To do the wiring thing, I needed to get my ladder, and yeah. But nope, I had to change the thing because the hookup was not the same as the old version. But okay, so then I changed my smoke detectors, thinking, okay, the whole reason my smoke detectors kept going off is they were old. And I looked up, like, how often are you supposed to replace smoke detectors? Like, actually not just replace the batteries, but the actual smoke detectors. And I think I saw like 10 years. So I was like, well, my house was built in 2007. So 10 years would have been 2017. And I bought my house after that. So they must have been the original ones. And when I took the fire smoke detectors off, must have been the original ones because they had actual date on it. That was like 2007. Surprised they're still fitting. This one starting to. And then I couldn't tell which of the breakers went to the smoke detectors because nothing said smoke detectors. So I just turned them all off. I could have used my, like, I have this thingy that's supposed to, supposedly, like, if you put it onto a wire, it'll tell you if it's live. But I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to do that for every single one. I'm just going to turn everything off and... Okay. So, this doesn't fit into the Tic Tac container anymore. So, are we going big? Are we starting to go the big ones? Number are we on? 3685. So it does look like we're starting to go big. Okay. So yeah, I replaced all my fire smoke detectors, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be it. It's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna set them up all the time. Nope, still set them off. So it was getting to the point I couldn't cook anything without like setting off the alarms, and it was just annoying me. Like I felt like I really couldn't do anything. So I unhooked the two smoke detectors. Okay, this actually has two containers. I unhooked the smoke detectors. The two that always went off. So now I only have, but then, you know, I did put something in an air fryer at some point in my air fryer, and it did trigger the smoke detector alarm on the next smoke detector, the next closest one. So I think even if I do really have a real big fire, at least the other smoke detector that I have already triggered when air frying something. Sometimes, yeah, the air frying. Okay, this is so much, it doesn't fit in here, so we're gonna get a small one to finish off. Well, there's so many. Extras. So then, like, when my mom was was at my house, and because she was also complaining about how many times the smoke detector went off, and she's like, but yet, she's like wondering if there was something wrong with like my sister's smoke detectors, because you know, if you ever air fry anything, like if it's not one of those just like really quick air fries, it can, I think, put off some smoke, especially since most air fryers, like there's no place, at least in my house, there's no vent right on top of the air fryer unless you go put it on top of your stove. So there was times it's like, it's actually, she was like, it's actually smoky. You could see the smokiness, and the fire detectors wouldn't go off. And I'm like, I don't know why mine just goes off with like the littlest thing. But I wonder if it's because like I don't have high ceilings. So, okay, I have 2 containers for this one. I don't have high ceilings. So maybe there's just nowhere else for the smoke to go. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't really like about my house, is the lack of the high ceilings, because maybe the high ceilings does make your house look bigger. Stupid static. It's even sticking to my funnel. Okay, so 310. I'm not actually monitoring where I'm putting it back in there, because I'm going to sort them by symbol at the end, because that's how I diamond paint, by symbol, so it'll be faster for me to find it if they're in order of symbol. So, yeah. Let's see. What else? I don't know. Might have to buy a new lawnmower. I don't know if it's like when I was last lawnmowering, because I have a battery operated one, like for whatever reason it would just stop going, even though I have the battery had charged, and I thought at first it was the battery, so I replaced it with a different battery, and it just wouldn't go on. But I feel I went and bought new batteries, and I figure if I'm hoping that works, and then if that's not the case, then I guess I'm gonna have to buy a new lawnmower. But I'm gonna buy like the lawnmowers of the same brand so I can still use the same batteries, because I have a couple other power tools that is the same brand, so they all use the same battery. So yeah, but I bought new ones in case, new batteries in case the reason it was my batteries were starting to go bad, because I have 3 that I move around every so often, but they were all gotten around the same time, so maybe they all just started just going bad at the same time, or it's my lawnmower. So, but I figure I'll find out the next time I have the lawnmower if it's the battery or not. And if it is, then I guess I have to buy a new one. I think I might get a bigger one, because I at first got a smaller one, because I was like, I don't need the big one. No, I think I should get just a big one. No. I think I was so used to living in like Seattle where there was like no storage space. And then now I'm like, wait, I have a garage. I have storage space. I could get a bigger lawnmower. Because at first I was like, I don't need a bigger lawnmower. But I think I'm gonna have to hire someone to power wash my siding, my house siding again, because it's starting to look not the greatest anymore again. Because I have vinyl siding, and they periodically start, I don't know, molding, growing things. I think I did it like 2 years ago, so maybe it's like an every 2 years thing. It's probably like an every year thing. You should do it every year. But it didn't look bad last year. Okay, so I'm probably gonna need... making sure. Yep, they are both 581. Stay up, stay up. This one had probably the most so far. Z340. That's this though. one at the very end. I guess these are the fairy dust. The fairy dust is not, I don't know if you're going to even be able to see it. It's very faint. Like you can see there's like some sort of like sparkly thing on top of the drills that is not AB. Okay, static. So I'm just breathing some hot air in there. You know how like just to add a little condensation to the sides of the bag to help with the static. I thought it was like windy again, but nope, it's just raining. Which is good because we're in a drought. I don't know. They say that it's like La Nina year this year. I have no idea what that means. But I think it's supposed to make my area drier than normal, which I do live in a place where it supposedly rains a lot. So drier than normal. Oh, there's a drill from a previous diamond painting, which is not coming out. So I got a barbecue stick. Let's see. There. So I don't know what La Nina means for my area other than when I think if they said it was going to be drier than normal. Okay, I think this is the last strip. So this must be the ones, the biggest ones. Three, 3, 7, 1 is actually 3 of these. So this must 3, 3, 7, 1 is like a dark brown. Gonna need at least 2 of these big ones. I'm hoping it'll just fit in 2 of these. Might need another. Maybe not. I don't have that much left. Okay, I think it'll fit. I just have to barely fit, but got them all in. Six, 4, 6. Just realized it's like off camera. Why is there still static? I thought when it became spring, there would be much less static. Well, I think there is. Well, I have a dryer sheet, but this dryer sheet has also been hanging around here for a bit, so it's not fresh out of the box. Three, 8, 6, 5. The one good thing about these Tic Tac containers, they're actually relatively large, that you can put a good amount of drills. Like, they're bigger than these bottles. So, like, you could put way more in these than the bottles. This is the other AB, it's a pink one. I'm glad the AB is not on one of the skimpy colors. Sometimes I notice when the ABs get added, it's like the ones with like barely any color, any drills. I was like, oh, this one, it's a nice pink one. here. If it'll focus. See. Which it may or may not focus. Maybe it looks too much like my skin tone. 3836. Nine, 3, 6. Static. Okay. I think I'm going to need more of the bigger containers of these. 605. So I think there was a pink AB what was a red one. I'm just trying to think if I'm going to add any more ABs to this and just diamond paint it as is, or diamond paint it as is, or add some more ABs. Because I mean, I already have this pink AB, a red one. There's 2 more, and then there's 2 fairy dust ones. There's a point where you don't want to bling it up too much. $6.47. Sometimes when I see that I don't put the label on straight, I want to like take it out and fix it, but I don't believe in the re-stickability of some stickers, so okay, some static there. Okay, I have 2 for 938. So I'm probably gonna need 2 of these big ones. Did I not notice this one was one of the fairy dust ones too? Yeah, they're not as obvious as the ABs. Oops. There's still one more in there. So there's like 938 and 3371. They're both like a dark brown. I don't know how much. Those are so far, like, these two were the ones with like a lot. So how different are they going to be on the canvas? Eight, 1, 8. There's a purple drill. That's probably from something else. Oh, that's the previous color. Oh, this one's like really pink. 602. I think I was looking this up on I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I was, before this video, I was trying to look up the diamond painting on Diamond Art Club's website because I kind of wanted to see how many colors there were, because they usually put on their listing how many colors there were, so then I could figure out which storage to get ready for this. And I couldn't find it, so I don't know if they're just not selling it anymore. It's a discontinued one. It was a limited edition. Which, you know, when you make runs like that, it kind of makes sense, because then it urges people to be like, oh, if I don't buy it now, I'm never gonna be able to get it. Okay, I'm running out of the big containers. So I do have, how many more colors do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5 more. And none of them look like doubles. So I need to take out 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So 3609. And hence why I didn't have a storage container picked out before I did this video, because I usually pick out what storage I'm going to use before I start the kitting up video. And I was kind of already going to pick the one that I used I took out in the beginning. I just didn't realize there were so many colors that I wouldn't have been able to fit all the drills. And one of my things, for whatever reason, is I like to kit up all the drills into one container. I mean, I've seen some where they keep all the excess drills in a bag, like another bag somewhere else, and just label that these are the excess drills of that diamond painting. But I don't like that. I just want all my drills to be in one container, even the excess ones. So here, I'm going to be able to put all my drills into this one. There's even space for more. Okay. See, at least I might not have to add any more ABs. It doesn't seem like this one's skimping on the ABs. So this one is another AB, and there's a lot of it. So yay! I don't think there was a green AB though. I might add that. There's no green one. Oh no, wait. 429 is a yellow one. 129. I might add a green AB. I mean, there is a fairy dust green. Might add another pink. Do I have? Because I have a lot of pink ABs, but I have like AB on this one is a good chunk. Maybe I won't add anything. It'll make it more brainless diamond paint. Because when you add the extra bling, you have to think about it, and sometimes that makes diamond painting, you know, take a little longer because you're trying to think about the strategies of adding ABs. There's such a thing as too much of a good thing. $6.44. So yeah, I don't think I'll have to with like 2 of the ABs having a large amount. Because I'm actually planning to diamond paint this sometime this week, or at least start diamond painting it sometime this week. Because I am almost done with, like, not done with the diamond painting, but done with the section, and then I'm going to stop and work on something else kind of thing, because that's how I roll. Especially these big diamond paintings. So this one I'm probably going to do in like 2 or 3. Like stop sometime in the middle. And go work on something else. Because it's a big one. I used to do that with the 40 by 50s, like stop somewhere in the middle. But I don't tend to do it now, unless I'm, for whatever reason, I'm not enjoying diamond painting it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stop in the middle and go work on something else. But then if I'm not enjoying diamond painting it, the odds of me going back to it. Yeah. I don't know why, but after you cut them open, all of these things seem to take up so much more space than original. Okay. So now I'm going to put this in some semblance of order. These are all the extras. Okay, so letters. And those are numbers. Lowercase n, number, lowercase a, two, letter A, extras, Y, C, here's E R J. Okay. So things with lines, things with circles. I don't know. $sign I like to put with the S. Okay, triangles. I put the arrows with the triangles. Diamond. Things with lines. Things with circles. Weird symbols. Oh, that's an E. Things with triangles. Heart. Things with lines. Symbols. I don't know what this is, but it's a line. Arrows. Check marks, I guess, is things with lines. Stars is with the miscellaneous shapes. That's a circle. Arrow. Here's an L, even if it's not conventionally an L. What is this? A caret? So triangles. Things with triangles. Here's a circle. Here's something with a line. Here's something with dots. So these are things with circles. Extra. Things with circles. Caret. It's over here. Things with circles. Things with lines. Here, this is a thing with a circle and a line, but they're all going to be together. Okay. So first off, add more to the back. Just put these in order. Okay. All right, so start with A. No B, C, there's no D, E, F, no C, no F, G, H, I remember there's a J, J, no K, no there's a K, K, L, no M, N, no O, P, no Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Oops, I forgot to put this N. Can I fit another? No, that's probably why I didn't put it in. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's all together. Okay, triangles. And then arrows. Put this one. It's not really a triangle, but can go with the rest. And then arrows. Okay, so there's no squares. Okay, so diamond and a square, and then some weird rectangle thing, and then things with 2 lines. And then things with 1 line, and then that thing is the gateway to things with circles. So these are things with dots. So things with the dots. And then weird symbols. Oh wait, this thing could go with my per. And then things with circles, and then weird symbols. Okay. There's that kitted up. Probably can put this here because that's what this is. And because I tend to have my stuff stored sideways like this, I need to be able to see what this is. All right, so rogue drills and road. So at some point in the near future, I'm probably gonna start this here. I might change these to rhinestones just to welcome. But everything else might keep it the same. We'll see. I think I might want to add a green AB. But that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye!